This is Happy Half Hour, a Peoria Life web show brought to you by Enjoy Peoria. Hello and welcome to Happy Half Hour. On this week's episode, we hang out in downtown Peoria. We're going to talk with World on Wheels and learn more about the Segways and the tours that you can do downtown.
And I get to go talk with Captain Alex Grieves of the Spirit of Peoria pedal wheel.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a great day. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Happy Half Hour. Did you know that in the 1890s, Peoria, Illinois was one of the top 5 cities for international bicycle races? Well, cycling's making a comeback, and it's your turn to jump on board. Don't have a bike? No problem. Welcome to City Cycle, the Peoria area's newest bike share program, brought to you by Enjoy Peoria. You can pick up a bike from any of the 6 stations and pedal your way across town. So join us today as we tour the town with City Cycle and check out some of the great stops around the stations. We start our journey at Junction City. For over 60 years, Junction City has been one of Peoria's premier retail boutique centers with great shopping options. If you need bike equipment, check out Bushwhackers Outdoor Store. And if you need a place to eat, Junction City has so many great restaurants with mouth-watering menus. Now let's hop on the trail and head to the Heights. Wash down your meal with a pint or two at Pour Brothers Tap Room, where you are the bartender. Pour Brothers has 16 types of beer on tap that you, yes you, can pour from. Pour Brothers also has a stocked bar for the non-beer drinkers. Head over to East Peoria's Levy District. This vibrant addition to downtown East Peoria is a destination for shoppers and foodies alike. If you've worked up an appetite, stop in at Jersey Mike's, Red Robin. The Levy District is right off of the River Trail, which means you have access to nearly anywhere in East Peoria from your City Cycle bike. Just across the river is our next stop, the Peoria Riverfront. Start off with a climb on the Riverplex rock wall, then bike along the Riverfront Trail to downtown Peoria. Check out the new exhibits at the Peoria Riverfront Museum and Caterpillar Visitor Center. Cool off with Emac and Bolio's, ice cream for the connoisseur. Pedal your way up to Peoria City Hall for our next stop. Thirsty? Grab a beer at Kickback on Fulton. It's friendly, it's relaxed, it really lives up to its name. Kick back and enjoy a nice beverage on their patio. Our last stop is up the hill from downtown Peoria at Upper Bradley Park, located right next to the campus of Bradley University. This stop is just up the street from great dining options. Try a world-famous gondola from Avanti's. Enjoy a number of mouth-watering menu items at One World Cafe. Right across the street, Campus Town has a number of places to eat and drink. Need dessert? Las Delicias has some of the best handmade ice cream in town. Of course, this is just a small helping of things to do around the City Cycle bike stops. Interested in more? Head over to enjoypeoria.com. And for those who are still unsure about how to use City Cycle, check out our how-to video on the site. I still have a few miles left in me, so I'm going to take off. Thanks for joining us. No! I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Yeah! Whew. Looking for a good place to enjoy a cold one? Head on over to Corey's Pub. You can go and relax by yourself or with a group of friends. Corey's has drink specials every day and a delicious menu. And their Four Seasons patio is the perfect place to relax after a long day. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com. Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. There are so many fun ways to tour the city of Peoria, but I think we found the most unique and the most fun right here with World on Wheels Segways. They offer Segway and bike tours of the Peoria area, and here to tell us more about that is the owner of World on Wheels, Lynette Lee. Lynette, thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
So first, what is World on Wheels?
Well, World on Wheels is a fun way to see the city of Peoria, to have fun with your family throughout the city, to have fun things in your neighborhood, different things in your neighborhood, outdoor recreational activity.
So what kind of tours do you take, and where all do your tours go in the area?
Well, we've got 3 Segway tours. One is along the riverfront here, where you leave Riverfront Park here and you go all the way down the trail from the back of the Riverplex all the way down to the Detweiler Marina, and that's a fun, fast glide.
Yeah. And then, so that's on Segways. And then you also have I'm looking around. You have some really interesting, unique bikes. What do you do, or how do you rent those? Or do those come with tours, or could somebody just rent them for the day to take around?
Well, the quadricycles, which is a four-wheel bicycle,
Fun.
yes, they are for you to rent, and there is no tour. You go at your leisure along the riverfront on the quadricycles. You leave some kind of photo ID, and you go out and just have yourself a good little time.
That's wonderful. So, for the Segway tours or for renting a quadricycle, is it something that you need to have a reservation in advance, or do you have both options?
Yes. You can either reserve online through our website, worldonwheelspeoria.com, or you can give me a call at 309-453-0916, and we can mutually set up a time that's convenient for each of us. Because of the construction and stuff going on down here along the riverfront, we're not going to be sitting down here just kind of waiting on passersby as we normally would have in years past. So we don't know how that's going to play out this year, so just give us a call anytime you're ready, and we'll just work out a convenient time.
For the Segway tours, do you need to have a group, or how many can you take? As few, or as how many?
Well, we can take one, and we don't like our tours to get more than 6 at a time because that gets kind of long. People can't hear. Some people who might want to travel a little faster than another individual, so they might feel like they're not keeping up. So we just try to keep it at a close-knit group of 6.
Yeah. What kind of experience do you need to be able to ride a Segway?
To ride a Segway, you don't need any experience at all because we teach you. We do a tutorial before we take you out, and we make sure that you're comfortable and then that we are comfortable with you before we go out on a tour for a glide.
Is there an age limit or height restriction or anything like that?
Well, you do have to be at least 14 years of age, and that's based on our insurance. And then the maximum weight is about 290 on a Segway. But as far as a quadricycle, anybody can ride a quadricycle. We've had people take their little babies, bring their car seats and strap them to the bike, and a couple will take off and have a good little time.
What made you start this super unique and fun business here in the Peoria area?
I don't know. It was a gift from God. That's all I can say. We saw Segways in Grant Park in Chicago 10 years ago and decided we wanted to do tours on those. And I had gone to Galveston with some girlfriends years ago and ridden similar type of bikes like quadricycles. And we found someone who made them, and they're a lot more comfortable and a lot more speedy as well than what you would normally find along the beaches of California or Florida.
Nice. Yeah, because we have some hilly terrain, and you've got to be able to get around on them. So they are good for, all the terrains here in the area?
Correct, yes. You can go straight up Main Street Hill and have a nice glide down if you'd like.
Oh, boy. Going up, that's a challenge in itself, but coming down sounds like that'd be a lot of fun. So you've been doing this for, you said, almost 10 years?
This is our 10-year anniversary doing Segway tours. And we do plan on having a 10-year celebration sometime in July, so everybody look out for that. We'll have it along here on the riverfront. We do have a track that we do Segways on. People have seen a portion of it at Kids Fest and at the auto show, Central Illinois Auto Show. And we've had a portion of it at those events, and we plan on having most of our track out so you can glide along on our track and just have fun on the quadricycles at our 10-year anniversary celebration that we'll be having probably around July 15th, July 20th.
Awesome. And another, I think, just looking at these, it seems like a really fun way to see the Peoria area, like you said, but also maybe a fun team building event. Or what kind of groups do you suggest look into something like this? Absolutely.
We do team building functions. This is part of what we call our corporate entity. We'll come to your neighborhood. We'll do your neighborhood block party. We've done Lyndhurst Night Out Against Crime for the last 7 years. We've done Holy Tabernacles Family Youth Day, Faith Tabernacles Family Youth Day. We've done Mount Zion Baptist Church Youth Day and Church Anniversary, where we'll set up a course for people to ride the quadricycles, and then we'll teach people to do the Segways and do a thing like that. We've had Comcast come down to the riverfront and do a team building function. We've had Clyde Gully's family reunion downtown. They'll pair it with a bike ride, with a boat ride. They'll pair it with time at the Riverplex, and then they'll come down and take quadricycle rides and bike ride and Segway rides with us. Awesome. So those are family reunion type things.
So it seems like every event could be made better with Segways, is what I'm hearing here.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, Lynette, could you show us how we start Segway 101?
Sure.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Show me how to ride.
Okay. The first thing you want to do is tap your mat so that you can get all of your lights going. There you go.
Okay.
Take that down. And then basically all you're doing is you're walking up a flight of stairs. Step up.
Okay.
Very good. Step back down.
Oh.
Step up. Step back down one more time. There you go. Step back up. Okay, now once you're up there, it's not about pushing on the handlebar. It's about swaying of that handlebar.
Lynette and Ari, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for teaching me the ropes on the Segway. If you want to find out more about World on Wheels, head to their website, worldonwheelspeoria.com, or check them out on Facebook. Stay tuned. More happy half hours on the way.
Get out your calendars. We're about to fill your free time. Looking for a fun event for the kids during summer break? Then take them to Art at the Bodega in Sunnyland Plaza, June 18th through the 20th for Kids Summer Camp. This week's theme is Home on the Range. They will be doing a different art project every day from clay to canvas. Visit Art at the Bodega on Facebook to learn more. Celebrate the arts in Tazewell County through 4th Fridays. The Tazewell Art Loop. Between May and November, the community is invited to enjoy fun local experiences in Morton, Tremont, Delavan, and Pekin on the 4th Friday of every month. From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., artists, businesses, and organizations will be partnering to create a dynamic shopping experience for all. You'll enjoy local art, mingle with the artists, view featured exhibits and performance demonstrations, hear live music and entertainment, explore local shops and restaurants, and so much more. Cornstalk Theater presents Boeing, June 22nd through the 30th. Bernard is a Paris bachelor with 3 flight attendants engaged to him, except none of them know each other. A new speedier Boeing jet just so happens to put all 3 ladies in Paris at the same time. How does Bernard get out of this one? You'll just have to get a ticket to the show to find out. Visit the Cornstalk Theater website to purchase. Hear ye, hear ye. Head on out to Wildlife Prairie Park June 22nd through the 24th for Old English Fair. Step back in time to the Middle Ages and enjoy vendors, food, and entertainment such as jousting, sword fighting, and falconry. Looking for more fun events? Head on over to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or visit us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Enjoy Peoria.
The Yard Peoria is the Midwest's premier indoor training facility. The Yard has over 57,000 square feet of space that you can rent for baseball, softball, football, you name it. The Yard also has batting cages and a full exercise area. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. Well, if you live on the Illinois River, whether it's Peoria, Chillicothe, Havana, there's a good chance you have seen the Spirit of Peoria paddle wheel. It's one of the Peoria area's biggest and most unique attractions, and it's also a portal to Peoria's yesteryears. One of the best parts, you can ride on this thing. So we're here inside the Spirit of Peoria, and I'm here with the owner and captain, Alex Grieves. Alex, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for letting me be here.
All right, so the first question is, what is a paddle wheel?
Well, the paddle wheel is actually what propels us. What makes the Spirit of Peoria so unique is that the big red wheel that people see back there is our only means of propulsion.
And how does that work? Like, how do you get that going?
Well, being built for Peoria, the boat is celebrating its 30-year anniversary this year. It was built for Peoria in 1988, and that back then we were the headquarters of Caterpillar, so we have 2 Caterpillar 3412 diesel generators on board. They create all of our AC power. We then rectify that to DC power which we turn 2 electric train motors, which turn the paddle wheel.
Okay. And so, like, basically, this is the wheelhouse, correct? That's what we're in right now. And so, this is, I mean, it's exactly what you think of. I mean, you're using this to steer, using this to move and everything.
Exactly. That's all we have up here. We have a big 7-foot maple wheel and a big telegraph.
So, for someone like you, what does it take to train on learning how to run one of these?
Well, it's a little different. You actually have to go to school and you have to get a license. I have a 100-ton master's license. But really, your training comes from an apprenticeship you have to have. You have to have 360 8-hour days underway. And then you have to actually pass the classes and go down. I went down to Memphis, and you actually can go to a school down there and get your license.
So this is pretty serious stuff. But now that you got it, it's fun, right?
It is a lot of fun.
Kind of go over the boat itself. How many decks do you have, and what would you find on each one?
Well, the boat is set up with 3 decks. The first and second deck are very similar. They're both enclosed decks. They have heat and air conditioning, a full bar, and restrooms. That's where we do a lot of our dining and entertainment. Then, of course, we have the third deck, which is our open-air deck, where we have our gift shop and concession area, and it's actually the largest deck on the boat. That's why it's called the Texas deck.
What I like about it, I mean, it's how authentic it is. I mean, this is like the real thing. If you're thinking of riverboats, you're thinking of paddle wheels. This is the real thing. This is, as you know.
It is. Even though it was built in 1988, they took the lines off an older boat. It was designed as a packet boat that delivered both mail and passengers. We are 160 feet long, 34 feet wide, and it's a very, very unique vessel. It has real tin ceilings and just all the little bells and whistles.
And another thing that makes it unique, and one thing that I think is really cool is, you don't just walk in and kind of look around. You guys actually float. I mean, you guys actually take cruises. You get this out on the river. Kind of go over some of the cruise options that you guys have.
All right, we've got lots of different cruise options. If someone wants to come down during the week, we have cruises 5 days a week from Wednesday through Sunday now, 2 on Saturday. If someone wants a little bit of longer cruise, we have lunch and dinner options available. We do a lot of murder mystery dinner cruises, a lot of fun, unique Dixieland dinner cruises. And then the boat is also available for private charters. We do a lot of corporate events, birthday parties, all sorts of private events. But the main thing we do on the Spirit of Peoria is we offer 1 to 5 day excursions where we travel north up to Starved Rock, south down to St. Louis, and all the way to Hannibal, Missouri as well.
Wow. So how far have you guys gone? Like, what's been like maybe your longest trip?
Well, actually, we've taken 3 long trips. The one, we went all the way up from Peoria to St. Paul, Minnesota, and that was celebration of the Grand Excursion of 1854. So that was a unique adventure. We also traveled to a Tall Stacks event in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we also celebrated the Belle of Louisville's birthday, and we traveled to Louisville, Kentucky.
How fun is it to do something like that? To not just go up and down the Illinois River, because that's fun in itself, but taking it all the way up the Mississippi or all the way up the Ohio River, and it's like this huge excursion.
Oh, it's great. The crew loves it. It's places, when we haven't been there very often. Every turn in the river is a new section of river. So we all love it, and the passengers love it, and so we love to do the long trips.
For people that haven't been on a cruise before, what should they expect when before they get on, and what to expect when they're on the cruise?
Well, the first thing we tell people when they get on the boat is to turn off your phone and take your wristwatch off, because guess what? You're on river time now. Sit back, and you have to know how to relax. So that's the main thing. Just come on board and have a great time and relax.
Right. And I know you said you don't just do cruises. I know you talked about you have the murder mystery cruise, but you have some other fun events that you guys have other than the sightseeing cruises. Can you talk about some of those?
Well, we have all kinds of different cruises. I mean, we're going to be doing a 4th of July cruise on the 3rd of July, actually, where we go up and we view the fireworks that Glen Oak shoots off. And just lots of unique lunch and dinner options. But again, I'd really like to stress that people need to get out. If they want to really see the river, they need to try one of our 1 to 5 day excursions.
And a lot of people, they think of the Illinois River as a huge industrial, connection between Chicago and the Mississippi, but how fun is it just to be able to go up and down the Illinois River?
Well, it's really not that industrial. Once we leave Peoria, as we head south to St. Louis, after we get through the Peoria area, pretty much you don't see anything you don't see anything but eagles, white pelicans, blue herons. You don't see people, and you don't see industry a lot of, unless you're hitting maybe a small town.
This is the 30th year of the Spirit of Peoria. So I've lived here pretty much my whole life. I'm going to be 31. So it's pretty much been in Peoria my entire life. Like my entire life here, I've known the Spirit of Peoria. How was, can you go over a little bit of the history of the boat and how it was built and how it got to Peoria?
Sure. Yeah. Well, there's been boats in Peoria since 1835, but the Spirit of Peoria was built in 1988 because the Julia Bell Swain was leaving Peoria and heading over to the Mississippi. So, but the Julia Bell Swain had a great career here in Peoria from the mid 70s all the way up through the late 80s. And then Jim Jumer decided when the Julia Bell Swain was leaving town, he decided to build a vessel for Peoria in 1988. So that's when it was christened here in Peoria.
So for people that want to take a cruise or want to learn more about the boat, how do they do that?
Well, we've got a great new website. You can actually book everything online now. So you can just go to spiritofpeoria.com and look at all of our cruise options and just make a reservation by clicking a button and come on down and jumping on the boat.
Excellent. Captain Alex, anything I'm missing?
No, I think you wrapped it all up.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And like Captain Alex said, if you want to learn more about the boat, maybe take a cruise and see some of its events, head over to the website, spiritofpeoria.com. Stay tuned. More Happy Half Hour is next.
Hi, this is Matt Rixner, owner of the Fox Pub and Cafe, and this is one of our signature British fare dishes, chicken curry.
Head on over to East Peoria for a fun and challenging experience at Escape Peoria. You have 5 different themed rooms to escape from. Sorry, this is as far as we're going to take you. We can't ruin the experience. See if 60 minutes is enough to uncover clues and work your way out the door. Afterwards, get your picture taken and show everyone you escaped. Escape Peoria also has take-home games where you can solve a mystery in the comfort of your own home. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com. Let's go for a bike ride. Check out City Cycle, the Peoria area's bike share program, brought to you by Enjoy Peoria and powered by Zagster. City Cycle has bike stations located in 6 different spots. Membership is super affordable, and riding the bikes is so easy. All you do is download the Zagster app, choose your bike, unlock, ride, and return to any of the stations. Want to try it out? Visit Ride City Cycle on Facebook for more.
So, Andrew, any big plans for this weekend?
You know, one of the cool things that we have is the Old English Fair at Wildlife Prairie Park, and I've been a couple times. It's really cool. Like if you're into the Middle Ages, medieval times, Game of Thrones. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. It's like stepping back and you're, you act like you feel like you're actually there, like in England. I mean, they got jousting, they have archery.
They have falconry.
They have
Falconry. Tell me about falconry. Do you know what falconry is? I just know the word and I love it.
I would assume it has something to do with falcons.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Safe bet.
I'm not really, don't really know
Just
too much about
falcons
it.
flying around,
They don't
coming
use
back
any
with the big gloves and stuff?
Nah, they don't really. They use dragons and stuff, but
Okay,
dragons
fair
aren't
enough.
really. They're not real, but.
So I'm going to have to go out if I want to see what falconry is all
They
about.
have guys dressed up in knight's armor. The whole get up.
Awesome.
They have all these vendors you can craft, so you can buy from. you know, people with swords. They got cool food. So if you're
Big,
really
like, turkey drumsticks
oh, yeah,
and stuff? Oh,
yeah,
good.
which
Gotta
is
have
awesome.
that.
Have you ever had a
Oh,
turkey drumstick?
come on, yeah.
They're so good.
You haven't lived till you've had a
Yeah.
giant turkey drumstick.
And it's like a whole meal all in one little thing.
It is one little thing.
Yeah, I know. So it's something definitely to check out.
Yeah, and I know you recently went to your first cornstalk performance?
Yeah, so Boeing starts up as well.
Yeah.
And I went, my fiance and I went to go see Little Mermaid. It was my first cornstalk show.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I've gotten the concept of it. It's an
Right.
outdoor theater and stuff. It's kind of in the round.
Very cool.
Half around. But I've never actually been to one, and they do such an awesome job.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, for having to do like so many shows all at once, like you don't think they have time to practice and prepare, and you couldn't tell because like Little Mermaid was probably one of the best shows I've seen, and I've seen a few shows,
Oh,
and
yeah.
musicals and plays. But it's not just a show. They have all this other stuff. Like they have like an outdoor area that you can hang out with before the show.
Yeah. I know. I think I saw a picture of you guys. Did you guys have a cocktail?
Yeah. So Sky Harbor, I know that at Little Mermaid the night that we went was supplying drinks
Awesome.
and stuff, which is fun. And
Make a whole experience,
Moja
yeah.
was there with
Really?
food and stuff.
Yum.
So it's like we had a really fun date night. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of cool stuff going on, and then it all accumulated with the show and yeah, I had an absolute blast.
Okay.
So Boeing's coming up. That seems like it's another cool show.
Yeah.
And so if you're definitely into musicals and plays and haven't been to Cornstalk, you got to check it out because it's such a unique experience being outside and stuff. And it wasn't too hot. That was another thing. Like, I thought it was going to be super hot because it's been hot out,
Yeah.
but like
They had it kind of under
well,
control with
and
fans.
it's at night, and they had the fans,
Yeah.
and after a while, like at one point, I'm like, all right, I'm a little chilly now.
Yeah,
Like
all
but
right.
it was a comfortable chilly.
Cool.
So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the heat or the cold or anything. I feel like they kind of have the right temperature down.
Very cool. So those
Yeah.
are some awesome options for this weekend.
And we got Fourth Fridays.
I think we're just about out of time. Oh, we do have Fourth Fridays.
Yeah.
So talk about that real quick. That's really cool. What is it? The Tazewell County Art Loop has kind of started their own instead of First Friday. Obviously, we have an amazing First Friday. They're keeping the art thing going, and they have it for Fourth Fridays. You can go to all of these different small towns and experience local art. Their little hometown flavor. And I know you can find out about that and all the other amazing events that are going on in the Peoria area on our website, enjoypeoria.com. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram to find out all the other awesome stuff that's going on in the area. And that is all the time we have for this week's Happy Half Hour. Remember, like my mom, Mary Osborne always says, if you're bored, it's because you're boring. So get out there and enjoy Peoria. Thanks, guys.